Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to the Disconnected. My name is Ryan, and today we have another massive collection update. I generally don't do a lot of these, but there are so many titles to go through today. This is just a small portion of them, so we are going to step right into it. So first up on the docket today is Shiva Baby. This is a partner label release from Vinegar Syndrome. This came via Utopia. I actually watched this the other night, and this movie is incredible. I definitely recommend anybody pick this up. It is a very talky movie, very dialogue based, but overall it is a hilarious and super uncomfortable movie to watch. I genuinely think that this one is going to be looked at as a cult classic very quickly. Another Vinegar Syndrome partner label release. This is Alleluia. This one came out from Doppelganger. Here is the interior artwork. This one looks very interesting. Here's the backside of the slip. One of my most anticipated partner label releases this month is Mail Order Murder, the story of Wave Productions. I love documentaries on how movies got made. This one has come in from Saturn's Core, and it looks just amazing. Really great slip art, very busy, but on a documentary like this, it makes perfect sense that they would show off as many of the pieces that will entice you to watch as they can. This one looks incredible. Very embossed slip. You can see some of the spot gloss on there. Wow, look at that. Next one is from Altered Innocence as a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. This is So Long Billy. There is the Altered Innocence logo. Back of the slip. The slip on this one is not great. However, this movie really genuinely looks amazing. I cannot wait to watch this one. Altered Innocence is turning into a really great partner label for Vinegar Syndrome. And speaking of great partner labels, their other favorite of mine is AGFA. This is Treasure of the Ninja and the films of William Lee. There is the AGFA logo as well as Bleeding Skull. Here is the back side. And interior art. This one looks like a lot of fun. Next up is some stuff I got in a trade with a friend of mine. This is Return to Sleepaway Camp. I've never seen this one, but we are likely not getting a Blu-ray release of this anytime soon, so I finally traded for the DVD. And he also traded me some 88 film slasher classics. First one is Protzy. Next up is The Bogeyman. This one looks like a lot of fun. Then we have Drive-In Massacre, that was also put out by Severin. And Don't Go in the Woods Alone, of course, that is a big title that came out from Vinegar Syndrome. Another Vinegar Syndrome release that also came out from '88, this is Splatter University. And the last one that he sent me is their release of Alice Sweet Alice in the full slipcover. That is a classic movie. If you've never seen it, I highly suggest it. And Troy Howarth just announced that he is putting out a book on the making of this movie here soon. And the last thing that he traded me is a Criterion release. This is the Criterion for Paris, Texas. Somehow I have still never seen this movie. I am eager to watch this one. Okay, a company that definitely does not get enough love is Oscilloscope Laboratories, and I'm a part of their Circle of Trust, so I get Blu-rays every so often. This is What Happened Was in their Digipack limited release. And the big one that a lot of people were excited for that just came out is Coherence. This is a movie that has gotten a lot of attention over the last few years, and I can't wait to rewatch this one. Alright, then some other random pickups. The first is from Arrow Academy. This is the Taisho trilogy. This is the big limited box set. This is 3 films by Seijun Suzuki. They put out quite a few of his movies already. They're the 3 titles and the book, and the art on this is amazing. It's a little bit textured, but their Asian releases always have some of the best art, and this is not one that lets you down in that category. There's so much in here. I certainly cannot wait to watch these. Okay, I picked up another limited Arrow Academy release from the same place, and that is The Human Condition. This one recently also got a Criterion release, but I certainly will be preferring this one, guaranteed. It's got the belly band around it to keep everything in properly. It's got the 3 movies there that are supposed to be 3 of the most depressing movies of all time. Somehow I've never watched these. And the biggest thing is it has this incredible book that I've seen some stills from that I cannot wait to read the entire thing. Arrow does so great with their books. Give you information about the transfers, there's art pieces, and then there's full-blown written up essays and interviews in here, and it just amazing how much they put into these releases. The next Arrow Video limited edition that I just recently picked up is one I was after for a long time. This is The Long Good Friday and Mona Lisa, both featuring Bob Hoskins. You remove the belly band there, and you can see there is so much in here, including that massive hardcover book. Arrow really killed this release, and I cannot wait to see these again with the context of this incredible release. Next one I have is Clapboard Jungle. This is the Canadian release because the US was not able to get this release from Arrow. Then from Kino Lorber and Scorpion releasing, I finally have Baxter. This is one that I loved when I was younger. This movie is really odd, but it's a fun one. Next is the Arrow limited slip release of A Ghost Waits. This one looks quite good. And then their Masumura release of Giants and Toys. I love all of Arrow's Asian releases, and this is one that I've been anticipating all year. This looks great. And then the Offensive Hanger from Ryan Nicholson that came out from Unearthed Films. This is supposed to be a crazy movie that pretty much pisses off everybody, and I can't wait to see it. Alright, carrying on from 88 Films, this is Zombie 5, Killing Birds. I've got the Vinegar Syndrome release of this, but this release with the book and hardcover and everything looked like it was going to be the superior release. Then I imported the 4K of Basic Instinct from Studio Canal. Classic movie, kind of a trashy movie, but gotta love 90s erotic thrillers. This one is fantastic, and it's supposed to look great in 4K. Then a Criterion pickup. This is Election with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon. This seemed timely, and haven't watched that one in quite some time. Next is from the sister label of Indicator. This is from Anti-Worlds. This is Dogs Don't Wear Pants. And then their 8th release, the Whalebone Box. These are still very easy to find, and they only have 8 releases that have come out from their label, so if you'd like to get in early, that'd be a good one to start with. Alright, then from RLJE, I got Spare Parts. This movie is supposed to be incredible. Need to get that one watched soon. And then I picked up the standard release of The Apartment. I had the limited release, and I traded that off a few years ago and wanted this movie again. Got it for very cheap. Then the Arrow release of Frankenhooker. I have the Synapse release, but there's supposed to be a couple special features on here that are exclusive. And then I got this before I got the limited release, so I'm going to be trading this one. This is with Nail and I. And then the big one I got from the Arrow UK is Over the Edge with the limited Arrow site exclusive slipcover. I cannot wait to see this one. This one's supposed to be a punk type of movie, and I have never seen this one somehow, and it looks fantastic. Alright, another trade I participated in. I got some limited releases from Imprint that I didn't have. This is Waterloo. This was number 5 in their line. And then number 6 in their line, When Worlds Collide. Number 4 from them, The Duelists, with Keith Carradine and Harvey Keitel. And then the last in that trade is the Carpetbaggers. This was number 9, as you can see from the spine there. By the way, if you're not following Imprint, I love the way they do this. 1964 is the year that this movie came out, and that's like that for all of the releases, as you can see here. Alright, I had somebody mail me the slipcover for a movie that I wanted. This is Oasis Supersonic. This is an A24 release. It's nice to add to the collection. And then a cheap Prime Day pickup, I got the Magnificent 7 on 4K. This is the newer one, obviously, with Chris Pratt and Denzel. New Scream Factory release that just dropped. This is Hunter x Hunter. Been hearing from a couple friends I speak to online that this movie is amazing. Really need to get that one watched. And then this was an Amazon Prime movie. This is The Lovebirds with Kumail Nanjiani and Issa Rae. I absolutely love both of them, so I really wanted to see this. I generally don't stream though, so it's nice to be able to have it on physical media. Then Sling Blade, I got this for free in one of the buy two get ones, and somehow I didn't have it already. Love that movie though. And then this is a fun one I just got in. This is the Horror Pack Limited Edition of Clickbait. And this is significant because one of the friends I have from all of the Facebook groups, Jeremy Long, helped write this movie and played a small part in this movie. And I just wanted a physical copy of it so that I could support, and I will be watching this soon. I can't wait to support somebody that I interact with on a daily basis, basically. Alright, next pickup was from Best Buy. This is the 4K Steelbook of Godzilla vs. Kong. I still have not seen this. I did not watch it on HBO Max, so I need to do that. Then the Target exclusive Schwarzenegger double feature Steelbook. This is a lenticular cover, as you can see there. This features Terminator 2 Judgment Day and Total Recall. Mostly got it just because of that sweet Steelbook. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I try to get all of his movies that I can in the highest quality that I can. Then we got the Arrow release of 12 Monkeys Steelbook. I got this as part of Target's buy two get one free. And then my big one for this month is the Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee. It has all of those titles, 9 discs and a book set, 8 Blu-rays and a CD, and I love Christopher Lee. I cannot wait to get into this thing. I'm hearing a couple of the movies in it are not the best, but that's to be expected in a big box set. And then of course, with their bundle, I got the Severn Hall of Fame pin with Christopher Lee on it, number 20. And I've been getting more and more into reading these books in my downtime, so I got the Christopher Lee bundle that came with this massive book. This is from Terence Fisher, and this is the Master of Gothic Cinema. And this thing is huge. There's a picture of the author, but just to show, this looks fantastic. Lots of stuff in here on Hammer Films. Doesn't get much better than that. The bundle also came with the poster. I may show that off eventually. Next is a pickup from Orbit DVD. They put these little price stickers on the side, but they come right off. This is Turbo Kid. I somehow missed out on the Epic Pictures release of that, so I had to have it. Then the Umbrella release of Slither from Beyond Genres, and that of course has the slipcover. And then from 88 Films, I finally was able to get Forbidden City Cop. This one is starting to get pretty scarce out there with the slipcover again. Then also from 88 Films, a John Woo film, Heroes Shed No Tears. Haven't seen this in forever. Then this release is, it's probably going to be terrible, but I got Baphomet. This is a movie that has Danny Filth from the band Cradle of Filth in it, which means it's probably trash, but anyways. Then I picked up the Arrow standard releases of Demons in 4K. These are double-sided slipcovers with the original poster art and the new art. And then Demons 2. These are slipcases that go over the top. As you can see here, they pull out like the Vinegar Syndrome VSAs. Really nice slipcovers with the double-sided on there. And then a couple more I got in, Arrow Video's Microwave Massacre. And then from Gold Ninja Video, the Jackiesploitation set. This is the ultimate faux Jackie Chan experience. This has all kinds of stuff on here. This is a legit company, not bootlegs or anything like that. They do some really good work on stuff that will otherwise just never see a physical release. And it's hand numbered, as you can see there, number 8. It's a pretty low number. And then something I got for just a couple bucks, Weekend at Bernie's. Somehow never had a release of it. Alright, this one is not physical media, but I also mess around with a lot of home automation stuff. And this is something called the Ameridroid that I just picked up. And this comes with Home Assistant loaded on this hub that's in this box. And I'm going to put it up to my local server that I have downstairs in my sub-basement, and allow me to control everything in my house. Pretty stoked on that. Just thought I'd throw that in there. See if anybody else on the channel is interested in that sort of thing. This is one I had to get because I figured my kids may never get the chance to see it otherwise. This is Hey Arnold, the Ultimate Collection. This has the complete series, 2 movies, and a bunch of bonus content. I hate the way they load these discs in here, but it at least has a physical release. Can't really complain. You can see how they're all in there. A couple trays all mixed in. But hey, we got it. Alright, now I got some random boxes. I don't even remember what are in some of these, so we're going to see them for the first time together. Open this up. Oh, I know what this one is already. Check this out. You know the movie Demon Wind that was put out by Vinegar Syndrome? This is a screen-used finger from the movie. There's the authentication there. It's from a pair of demon hands. This was bought from a prop store. Really nice stand that came with this. Oh, that is disgustingly awesome. And then the other part that came with that. If you have not seen Demon Wind, it is cheesy as hell and a whole lot of fun. Vinegar Syndrome's release of it is great, so I do recommend that one for sure. And then this is screen-used prosthetic demon skin from Demon Wind. That is fantastic. Does it get much better than real movie props that are disgusting? Okay, again, I do not remember what these are necessarily. And I am just as interested as you to see what's in here. So let's get this open. Ooh, I know what that one is on the top there. This is from Diabolic, I can tell. I love their packaging. They always use good bubble wrap. Everything is put in here nicely. Okay, so we got some Eureka titles. Or, yeah, 2 titles from Eureka. This is PTU from their Masters of Cinema line. This is a Hong Kong movie, I believe. I am stoked on movies like that. Hong Kong is having a rough year with some of the new legislation out of Beijing. If you haven't heard about that, I would look into it. And then speaking of Hong Kong cinema, this is Encounter of the Spooky Kind, directed and starring by Sammo Hung. Amazing. And then last in the set is from Second Sight. This is their limited edition release of Lake Mungo. I have been anticipating this one for quite some time. Somehow this never saw a Blu-ray release for many years, and this is one that has been beloved in the genre for a very long time. Can't wait to watch that one. Alright, next up, this one is from Target. I see a slipcover in there, even though I don't know what this is, so I'm going to be very careful. Of course, Target, when you buy one title at a time, ships in these crappy little bubble mailers that are apt to damage your product. Pull that out of there. And this is Stardust. I did not expect Stardust to come with a slipcover. Amazing. That is a Shout Factory release starring David Bowie. About David Bowie. And this one, I love David Bowie. Grew up on his music. Family was big into David Bowie, so I'm really stoked to watch this one. Alright, not sure what this one is, but of course, it's somebody that just had to send it in a bubble mailer. What is this? Oh, another Horror-Pack limited edition. When I got Clickbait, figured I'd get one or two more. This is Witch's Brew, the Horror-Pack limited edition, and these are numbered. That's number 49. Interesting. Okay, and this one is from another one of my raffle wins from one of the Facebook groups. If you've never been a part of those, I would certainly suggest signing up. They are a lot of fun, quite addicting, but you can win like this, and you can see what type of things you win when I get this unwrapped. Look at that. This is the Titans of Cult release of Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey in 4K. There is the back. And the big thing is that this is a super nice limited steelbook. And it comes with this patch and pin at the top here. And a steelbook. Looks like this. Great release. Came from overseas. All of the Titans of Cult releases have. They're doing a fairly extensive line of Titans of Cult releases. I think they're up to like 9 or 10 of them, with another 1 or 2 announced. But those are going quick and getting high prices on eBay already. Alright. This is a FedEx box from the UK, which means I believe that it is from Indicator. And I had a large order pending a pre-order, so that must have come out and be available finally. Let's see what we got in here. Indicator does great packaging their overseas orders. Okay. We have the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, the limited release. We have Jack Nicholson and Warren Beatty in The Fortune, the limited release. And then we have Jack Nicholson in The Border. And then you can probably see what title this is through the bubble wrap, just in case. I did have this one before and traded it away like a fool, and I died to have it back in my collection. And thankfully it came back as part of the limited edition returns. This is the Marlene Dietrich and Joseph von Sternberg collection. There are 6 movies in here, as you can see there: Morocco, Dishonored, Shanghai Express, Blonde Venus, The Scarlet Empress, and The Devil is a Woman. They do great with their limited releases, and this is no exception. This is an outstanding box set. Absolutely high quality. And I guess my Indicator order was too large to fit in one box, so they had to send 2. Let's see what else is in here. They keep coming. Catalog. Set that to the side. Okay, this first one is, I believe these are all box sets now. I believe all the regular limited editions would have been in that other pack. As you can see here, this is the John Ford at Columbia set. Man, they really do great taping this bubble wrap to protect it. So this is, like I said, John Ford at Columbia from 1935 to 1958. It includes The Whole Town's Talking, The Long Gray Line, Gideon's Day, and The Last Hurrah. They all get their own case. And again, look at everything that is in this box set. They do not skimp on these at all. The next one is Sam Fuller at Columbia, and this has all kinds of titles in it. As you can see here, just fantastic release. Absolutely great quality. so much on these box sets. Alright, this next one is Hammer Volume 5, Death and Deceit. Again, individual cases for individual titles. Another great chock-full box set. And I believe this is the one that slowed down this order, because this just recently released. This is Hammer Volume 6, Night Shadows. And this is one of the ones I've been looking forward to the most from this Hammer line. A very low number there, 430. You can see all the titles, and there's Peter Cushing in there. And just, my God, all of their special features are always incredible. And for ordering direct, it also came with this double-sided folded poster. This is their art for the Phantom of the Opera. And the opposite side is Nightmare. Gotta love it. Alright, there's one more thing that just came in, but I have to clear all of this out because this one is kind of a big deal, so we're going to end on this one. Alright, I wanted to get you a little more of a bird's eye view for this one. I tore off my address, and this one is from Waxwork Records. I'll start cutting into this as we talk about it. I got extremely lucky one of these days. I never really get lucky on these ones that are, you know, timed releases, that there's only a handful being made ever in the world, and a lot of people think they always go to bots, but this is one that went, as you're aware, to a genuine collector like myself, and I am stoked on the title that's in here. Wow, the edge of this is really difficult to cut. I don't want to break anything. There's that. And this is one that is so limited that there are only 20 of these in the entire world. At least of the ones that were made by Waxwork. This is something that I love the movie that this is from, and a lot of people don't. So I'm curious to see what the reactions to this will be. Jeez. Well, at least you can say it's well protected. There's their patented thank you card. Thank you, Brittany. Alright, now how to get this out of here without making a giant mess. And if you recognize that symbol from the movie, you already know what this is. This is from Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem. This is a limited wooden handmade box from Waxwork Records. Like I said, only 20 of these were made. And dear God. The side of this, it's got the actual little bone lock that you could put in there. Here's the back. Let's open it up. Oh, that was heavy. Jeez. Wow. It comes with actual felt lining to hold the vinyl, and inside, of course, is the vinyl of the Lords of Salem. They have similar art for all of the Rob Zombie releases, and this is just, I mean, it doesn't really get better than that packaging. I don't think anything really will be able to top that. And that's it. So, that is a massive collection update with one of the most rare releases in the world at the moment. Only 20 copies made. of this packaging at least. Again, I'm The Disconnected. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I don't do a lot of unboxing videos, but obviously there was more than enough there to break into. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. In the meantime, from one collector to all of you, have a good night.